Hey, all, welcome back to Flights, Pints, and Friends. So I am back from my Florida trip. Hopefully you caught the videos from that. Got to taste some stuff I'd never had before while we were there at my brother's. Posted the video from his brewery, which will be opening this year. Check that out on Facebook, oathbrewing.com. Posted a short video from a stop we made at Buffalo Trace on the way down. Did pick up a couple things from there. Got a bottle of Buffalo Trace, and then also picked up a bottle of Weller. Got a couple bottles from Dark Door Spirits. When we were down in Florida. This is the Lost Cause. And this is their Spirit of the Oak. And then we also stopped back in Bardstown when we were coming back north at Preservation Distilling and picked up a couple bottles of Cowboy. And I was actually down in Bardstown last spring and did a tasting at Preservation. They did not have the Cowboy at that time, so I've been waiting on it for quite a while. I have had a chance to taste it. It's pretty awesome. This is a rye, and we'll do a video on the tasting of this some other time. Today what I wanted to talk about though, so took a walk through one of our local liquor stores about 2 weeks ago, and just kind of looking to see what they had, and I found this Benchmark Bonded from Buffalo Trace. Never seen it. Picked up a bottle because it was $19.99. Thought I'd try it. I mean, we did the tasting at Buffalo Trace. Pretty much everything at Buffalo Trace I liked. I mean, I had my favorites. I had some that weren't so favorite, but I figured I'd try this. So we're going to try this today and talk about it. And then another one I picked up, I found this one last night, actually, at our local CVS. I'd never heard of this, never seen it. It's called Jethro Tea Boots. I looked them up online, can't find anything online about them. It says that it's produced and bottled by Legacy Distilling in Louisville. Like I said, I couldn't find anything about them or the company, but I did try this last night. It's really good. We're going to try it again today on the video. Let me grab a glass. Alright, so I was kind of leery about both of these. Number one, I'd never seen them. Number two, twist off caps. Yeah, I know some guys are like, twist off cap, it's twist off cap, no big deal. I'm not a super huge fan of twist off cap stuff. I know there's very good whiskey and bourbon out there that comes in bottles with twist off caps, but it's one of those things kind of turned me away. But I picked them up anyways. Like I said, you couldn't beat the price. $10.99 for the Jethro Tea, $19.99 for the Benchmark, and actually the Jethro Tea, they had a sale. I think it was buy 6 bottles, and it actually dropped it from $10.99 to like $8.99. And after trying it last night, I'll probably go back and buy the 6 bottles while it's on sale, just to put it under the bar. It was a really good bourbon for the price. I think it's good straight. It would be good with some Coke, if that's how you prefer it. Ice, if you just drink it neat, or on ice, or just neat. I prefer it neat. Right off the bat, let me grab my glasses. So, like I said, it's produced and bottled by Legacy Distilling in Louisville, Kentucky. 40% alcohol by volume, so 80 proof. Says the genuine sour mash aged to perfection, crafted in the time-honored traditions. Then you look at the side and it's got a picture of Jethro T boots, Jethro Titus, 1841 and 1921. Known to his friends as JT or simply Boots. He was convinced that it was his personal prosperity that allowed him to determine when each barrel of his bourbon was ready. The color, it's kind of light. I mean, it's definitely a honey color. Probably, if I had to guess, there's no age statement on the bottle. 3 or 4 years in the barrel, because it's pretty light. Yeah. Definitely got a light color to it. You can smell the barrel. I get some maple. When you smell it, you would almost think it's going to have some bite to it. Let's taste it. Not a lot of bite. You definitely get the barrel. You get some toffee. Spice. It's not harsh. For $10, like I said, I would buy it again. I'm going to. Probably 6 bottles under the bar. That'd be a good one to put out when you have a bunch of people over, you have a party, and you just want something that anybody can pour and sip on it straight throughout the night. Or make a Coke and bourbon. I bet that would make an awesome bourbon old fashioned. I'll have to try that one night. I got a new bar mixer set for Christmas, so I'll be making old fashions with quite a few of these just to try it. Yeah. Like I said, $10.99. If you have a bar where you stock a bunch of stuff, and I got everything up there, and I got a bunch of stuff under the bar, so I never run out when I have some friends over. I'm definitely gonna buy some more. If I had to give it one knock, they could probably finish it in the barrel a little longer. I think, like I said, the color, it's pretty light. You get some of the barrel, but not as much as I would like. So, say if I had to knock anything, it'd be finish it in the barrel a little longer. So, Benchmark. Grab another glass. All right. Benchmark Bonded from Buffalo Trace. 100 proof. Little history on the side, 1773, talks about the McAfee brothers, James, George, and Robert, left Virginia westward to explore uncharted territory that would later be known as Kentucky. Traveling by chance at first, the McAfee Company eventually followed a native trail overland that led to the Great Buffalo Crossing, where the brothers surveyed the land, now home to the world's most award-winning distillery, Buffalo Trace Distilling. The surveyor marks left behind are known as benchmarks, and this bourbon whiskey honors the pioneering spirit of these early American explorers. So I'm going to pour a little bit of that. Again, another twist off. So, like I said, I found this one when I was walking through one of our local liquor stores. $19.99 for the bottle. Not a bad price for a bourbon. Nice color on it, definitely darker than the Jethro tea. I don't believe. Also talks on the side about the Bottled and Bond Act of 1897. If you guys have been drinking bourbon for any amount of time, you understand the Bottled and Bond Act. So this 100 proof Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey aged 4 years to meet those standards of the Bottled and Bond Act. So not bad on the nose. Color is good. Looks good in the glass. All right, let's taste it. So right off the bat, right on the front, hang on. Caramel, maybe a little honey. It's definitely got some spice to it. Finish is nice on it. So this, for $20, I mean, you can mix this. People mix Jack and Coke and all kinds of stuff. I don't know if I would. For $20, that would be a nice, just everyday, neat drinker. Come home, sip on it. Over ice if you want. Again, I'm not a big ice fan. I like them neat. I don't remember. I took some pictures at Buffalo Trace, and they had the barrel tops from some of their products, and I don't remember seeing this one. Yeah, Buffalo Trace, Eagle Rare, George T. Stagg, OC, Blanton's. Yeah, I don't see this one on their display there. And that's really why when I saw it, I picked it up. $20. See who it's made by. As you guys know, a good bottle of bourbon is going to tell you. It's going to have the information on the side where it was distilled and bottled, age statement. When I saw it was produced and bottled by Buffalo Trace, I had to pick up a bottle because everything else we had there was really good. If you guys have never had a chance to go down there and do the tour, I would do it. In fact, if you can get around Bardstown anywhere and do those tours, they're all super good tours. What I really liked about the Buffalo Trace tour, the facility is huge for starters. And the tour is free. All their tours are complimentary. Their tastings are complimentary. We actually, sorry to step off camera there, but I even brought back the tasting sheet from our tasting, and we got to try their Wheatley vodka, their Buffalo Trace, Eagle Rare, Weller, and then their bourbon cream and Freddy's root beer while we're there. So a pretty good tasting, and they weren't shy tastings. So for a complimentary tour to have a tasting like that, I know when I was at Preservation, where the Cowboy come from, I told you guys we'd done the overproof tasting there, and they were out of the Cowboy at the time. If you haven't heard of Preservation, I believe the most their well-known product is Old St. Nick. I wasn't a fan of it, but I am a fan of the Cowboy, and like I said, we'll do another video on that. We'll actually do a video on everything I picked up on that Florida trip. But that was $40, and I believe we got to taste 4 while we were on that tour. It may have been 5, but they were pretty shy about their tastings. The facility was nice. The tour guide was awesome, but I would go back to Buffalo Trace for another tour in a heartbeat. And the Freddy's root beer, if you guys haven't seen it, look up the documentary Neat. There's also another one, I think it's called Distilled, A History of Kentucky Bourbon. I'll look it up and find out for sure. There's quite a few documentaries out there. However, in both of those, there's one of their tour guides, Freddie. Pretty amazing story when you listen to him talk about how he got started at Buffalo Trace in the Neat documentary. But they made that root beer, I guess, and named it after him. The root beer was good. I'm not a fan of the bourbon cream. I'm not a fan of Irish cream or any of that stuff. My wife liked it, and the bonus was she got my root beer and bourbon cream, and I got her 4 bourbons. She did try them, finger in the glass. Didn't like it. She's not a bourbon fan. But yeah, if you get a chance, go to Buffalo Trace. I would, if you have this around you, again, it's called Benchmark Bonded from Buffalo Trace. $19.99 is what it was where I'm at here in Indiana. If you get a chance to pick it up. The other one was CVS. Jethro T boots. That was $10.99. Not top shelf. I mean, obviously not at that price. However, a good working man's bourbon, most definitely. All right, I'm gonna pour me another one. You guys have a good night. Stay safe.